Ladies and gentlemen, it is my privilege to introduce the class of 2018. welcome to the 136th graduation of Crown Point High School. As we begin tonight's ceremony, I ask that you respect the accomplishments of our graduates as they sit before us this evening and turn off all mobile phones and electronic devices. I would also ask that you refrain from the shout-outs that can sometimes take over a formal ceremony, such as this one. We are always reminding our students that their actions aren't just a reflection on them, but their family, their school, and their community. This formal ceremony signifies an important rite of passage in their lives. We thank you in advance for demonstrating respect for our students, our school, and our community with the grace and style that embodies Crown Point. Please rise and remain standing quietly as senior members of our own Crown Point High School choir perform the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, it is my privilege to introduce distinguished leaders in our school and community that sit with us on the stage this evening. They include the district leadership team and school board members that have fostered a climate for all students to pursue their college and career goals. We thank you for your time, talent, and energy in the service of our students. Please hold your applause until all are announced. Our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Teresa Einman. School Board President, Mr. David Warney. School Board Vice President, Mr. Scott Angel. School Board Member, Mr. Brian Smith. Director of Curriculum and Instruction, Mr. James Hardman. Director of Personnel, Mr. Art Akiwa. And Chief Financial Officer, Ms. Kathleen Dowling. Please give our district leaders and members of the school board a big round of applause. I would also like to recognize the faculty and staff members who have joined us tonight as we celebrate our graduates. Please stand. I would also like to thank our award-winning Performing Arts Department for helping us celebrate tonight with performances by the choir and symphony orchestra. Please give them a round of applause. At this time, I would like to recognize our graduates enlisting in the military. Each student in this distinguished group is wearing a stole with the insignia and colors that represent the branch of the military they will join. Students, please stand for applause. We have a number of graduates wearing their honor cords this evening. The legend in the bottom right-hand corner of the program outlines the different honor societies recognizing graduates this evening. At this time, I ask that all of our students wearing honor cords stand for applause. And finally, I would like to distinguish academic achievement in the graduating class by recognizing our laude students. Our cum laude students are wearing a white stole and have earned grade point averages between 3.75 and 4.0. Please stand for applause. Our magna cum laude students are wearing a silver stole and have earned grade point averages between 4.0 and 4.25. Please stand. And finally, our highest level of academic recognition is reserved for our summa cum laude students. They have earned grade point averages of 4.25 and above. Tonight, our summa cum laude students are wearing gold stoles. Please stand for applause. Before I introduce our first speaker, I would like to allow our graduates a chance to acknowledge their parents, grandparents, mentors, and friends that are here showing their support tonight. Graduates, at this time, feel free to stand and give that shout out to the people that have helped you along the way. It is now my pleasure to introduce our first student speaker of the evening. This student met the initial criteria of being eligible to speak at graduation by earning summa cum laude distinction. From there, summa cum laude students submitted speeches to be considered for the commencement ceremony. A team of faculty members then selected 2 speeches that they felt would capture the spirit of the ceremony and represent the class of 2018. It is my pleasure to introduce CPHS senior Kira Scholka to deliver our first honored student speech.
Even after 4 years and countless hours spent at this school, what could I say to everyone? I could talk all about high school, but that's in the past now. So what wisdom for the future do I have to share? At only 18 years old, why should anyone in the audience listen to me? I feel so special being up here, especially since my mom delivered her high school graduation speech. The faculty in attendance have heard enough speeches in their lifetime. The parents and families just want to see their child walk across the stage. And I know all my fellow students just want to go home and celebrate being done with school. I can't tell you anything new, but I can tell you my experience. For the last year, and especially the last semester, we have been so focused on the end of a hard 4 years with too many ups and downs to count. The last home football game was definitely sad, and the last time laughing with friends during zero period. However, there were those sad last times, but there were things that were finally over. The last AP exam, the last college application, the last scholarship essay. Sure, I have been looking forward to college life, to being in a dorm with new adventures, new clubs, and new friends. But I have viewed graduation day as the end, the finale, a goal achieved. I realize now, after experiencing all these lasts, that we should have celebrated the small things. Now, I know this isn't High School Musical, and I do wish Zac Efron was here, but and we all won't break into song. I do think that we've wanted this day for so long that at some point we will miss a part of high school. High school was kind of the last time we didn't have to do all adult things. I can't summarize the last 4 years, but I can share 4 lessons that I've learned. And yes, they're gonna be cheesy, I'm sorry. First, be yourself. Didn't Dr. Seuss teach us that it is so special to be your own person? Our elementary school's teachers tried to tell us that each kid is unique, but somewhere along the way, that message got lost. High school is stressful, and it seems so much easier to just fit in with the masses than stand out. But what does that get you? I hope everyone sitting here, parents, I'm including you, like the person they are. If you don't accept it, change. If you are going to college, find friends who are supportive. If you are going into the military or getting a job, you deserve to surround yourself with the best people who will raise you up, not cut you down. Next, talk and listen. Too often, we only communicate with text messages and Snapchats. They're quick messages, staying connected, and it's great, but it's mindless. Everyone thinks we are the generation too connected to our phones. So let's change that. Let's be the generation that is more inclusive and more accepting than ever. Every day, as we talk with others, let's take the time to really listen. Pay attention to inflections, emotions, or body language. There are some really incredible people at our school. And once you leave here, you'll meet so many more people with a lot to say. Listen to what they say. Be the listener, not the annoyance. Then just do your best. After all, that really is all we can do. We can't do 100% of every minute of every day. What we can offer the world is our best. My mom has said this saying to me ever since I was a little kid, and I think some of you could use it. If I was worried about something, she would say, "Do your best, that's all I can ask." What she is saying is so true. No one can expect more than your best, and if you give it to them, you will be successful. Our best is obviously pretty good since we all made it here today, so let's strive for that. Finally, keep in contact with the people that make you happy. If there is one constant everyone deserves in their life, it is happiness. Sorry. If there is one constant everyone deserves in life, it is happiness. You will hit roadblocks and you will have tough days, but at the end of the day, find the one thing that made you happy. It could be as simple as playing your favorite song or going out to lunch with old friends. If every day you do something you enjoy with the people you enjoy, You will have an incredible life. At the end of the day, take away the separation, take away the GPAs and the classes and the labels. If we separate the invisible barriers that occur in every part of life, we are left with being humans. And what do humans do? They adapt and create. The class of 2018 should be one for the history books, one to be rivaled. The people who come from our generation are the next innovators. We will create the new technology, the new cures, and more importantly, the new future. Remember all those laughs with high school, but capture all the new first experiences you will have. Thank you so much, and congratulations to every single one of you for your accomplishments today and in the future.
At this time, I would now like to introduce CPHS senior Noor Al-Huda Malik for our next speech.
You know, I've never understood how imagining the audience naked was supposed to make you less nervous. Honestly, I'm just very uncomfortable right now, especially with Mr. Pettit. Welcome to the first night of the rest of our lives. I cannot begin to explain what an honor and privilege is it to be up here today to present my class of 2018. Before I begin, I would like to say thank you to the parents who punished us, the siblings who told on us, and the relatives we cannot believe we're related to. But mostly, thank you to you guys, the seniors. To everyone I ever met, thank you. Somehow, someway, you impacted me. Somehow, someway, you changed my life. And somehow, someway, you made me who I am today. And for that, I thank you. It seems like yesterday when we first walked through the entrance of Deer Crown High. Timid little freshmen, frightened of everything and everyone. Navigating the labyrinth hallways, massive crowds, and intense workloads took a lot of work, but we survived with the help of our parents, friends, and teachers. From 10th to 11th grade, we evolved, we matured. No longer were we the pushed around underclassmen, but now we were the penetrated upperclassmen. We became the ones who guided the freshmen and the sophomores, or we choose sort to order them around. So now, from athletics, extracurriculars, work, and AP classes, we managed to survive through to our magical senior year. Now I want to give a big congratulations to everyone, including myself, for being here today. The world that we live in is plagued with dangers. Ebola, ISIS, global warming, facial acne. And despite all the odds, we managed to graduate. So let's give us a big round of applause. One chapter of our lives is now finished. So treasure those memories, both the highs and the lows. They represent where we came from and where we're going. Even though high school is over with, its value will last a lifetime. Truthfully, although I may never need to know how to find the second derivative of a polar equation, or translate and decline a Latin word like ambulator. I can always learn from the life lessons of Mr. Alston or the impeccable character of Mr. Collier. Character, integrity, responsibility. All these attributes were nurtured at Crown Point High. And as we grow older, they will become invaluable to our success. As to what the future holds, no one really knows. The only message I can emphasize today is to stay true to yourself. In reality, some of us will become millionaires, and others will dedicate their lives to help humanity, and some will join family businesses. There's nothing wrong with any of this, of course, but what is important is to love what you do and become good at it. As Steve Jobs, the CEO of Apple, once said, the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work, and the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle. Make the most of your life, because we only get one chance to make it a triumph or a tragedy. We have an obligation to ourselves and our society to make our futures enjoyable. Admittedly, I may not have my life planned out, but I know, as should you all, that whatever the future holds, I will find something that I love, and I will do the best of my ability. Only then will any of us truly reach success. As we go through the world, we will face many challenges. Remember to never lose faith in yourself or in others, no matter the circumstance. Although none of us are perfect, we can learn to appreciate the imperfection of others. Remember all the times I wasn't in class, which as the year progressed seemed to happen more frequently. While you on your journey dare to try new things, take the cliched road less traveled by. And don't forget to thank your parents or your teachers whose tireless devotion helped to steer you onto that road. Personally, I want to take this moment to thank you, my parents, my brothers, and my mentors, Mr. and Mrs. Steele, for being so supportive. So the day has finally come, the day we bust down those doors one last time and enter the real world. Our lives are just beginning. The door has finally opened for us to become genuine, individual, free-thinking adults. Opportunities and success are beckoning from us from the other side. We just need to cross the threshold and learn to embrace them. The day will come when we shout to the world that we have conquered its obstacles, that we have succeeded in living life by staying true to ourselves, and that we have become the individuals that we want to be. It's been 17,280 hours of being with each other, of seeing each other every day, and enjoying, mostly, as we walk down those hallways. Remember, but just because this summer will mark an important rite of passage does not mean who who we are and all the friendships we have made. Remember, value every aspect of your high school experience and use it as a stepping stone for your next step, whether the next step for you is work, college, or service to our country. All of you have that potential for success. This diploma is a testament to that fact. The key is to stay true to yourself. In the end, class of 2018, I ask one thing. Don't strive for grades, but strive. Never stop striving to be legendary. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Noor. Every individual has the ability to influence the lives of others. We know our teachers have been very influential in the journey of our seniors towards graduation. Crown Point High School is truly fortunate to have so many incredibly talented teachers, one of them being Mr. Jeremy Llewellyn. Graduates, we know that the vote for Mr. Llewellyn as our honored faculty speaker is about a teacher and mentor fueled by a commitment to bringing out the best and most passionate performance of every individual student. I'm honored and extremely proud to present our next speaker, as voted by the senior class, Mr. Jeremy Llewellyn.
Thank you, Mr. Pettit. Thank you, class of 2018. I don't know if you noticed, but they left 2 podiums on the side for each of you, and they put one smack down the middle for me. Of course, I guess it could be a test. Should I pull them up here? Tonight, we are here to celebrate your successful completion of high school. So I thought it only appropriate that I talk a little bit about success and what that means to me. One of my closest friends and colleagues, Professor Google, he teaches just down the hall from me. He defines success as the achievement of an aim or purpose. And although I generally agree with Professor Google and his wealth of information, on this one, I kind of have issues, because the achievement of sounds as if it's the end. It sounds as if you've arrived, as if there's nothing left. But to me, success has become a journey. It's an attitude. It's a way of life. And I'd like to share with you the stories of some students that have taught me key characteristics on this journey of success. So first, there's Brittany. If you can imagine, she was a tall, blonde, blue-eyed, just bright young woman. And she came to my room every morning for help. Mr. Llewellyn, I don't really understand the notes we did yesterday. Can you explain those? Mr. Llewellyn, I got the sample problem that we did from like steps 1 to 3, but then the 4th one I was really lost on. Mr. Llewellyn, that lab we did yesterday, it was really cool, but I have no idea how it relates to the physics we're studying. So one day that I was helping her, she turned to me and said, Mr. Llewellyn, I really like physics, but I'm not sure that I'm that good at it. And I said, Brittany, if you really like it, then you just keep working as hard as you are, and it'll all work out okay. The second student I'd like to introduce is Mike. Now, Mike is your rambunctious high school man that has lots of personality. So he comes in one morning, and he's bleeding on his chin. And I was like, Mike, are you okay? You realize you're bleeding? And he goes, "Oh, yeah, I was bored last hour, so I was picking a zit, and now I can't get it to stop bleeding." And then he gets this twinkle in his eye. Now, I have to stop the story and explain that for those of you who have never had me in class, I like to put a fact of the day on my board. And it's usually related to some product or historical significance. And kind of like in the early 1900s, a bunch of bakeries came together and they merged into what was the National Biscuit Company, which later got abbreviated to be Nabisco. Yeah, I know, I just blew some of your minds there, right? Okay, so just a couple of weeks before Mike comes in with his chin bleeding, I had put on the board super glue. Yeah, I can tell some of you quick ones know where this is going, right? Super glue was used during both world wars as an alternative to stitches. So when he gets the twinkle in his eye, I know exactly what he's going to ask me. And I have to say that as a teacher, these are the moments that you really dread. Because you know what you should say, but you just can't. So when he says, "Mr. Llewellyn, do you have any super glue?" I have to say, "Yeah!" But you know, Mike, you can literally glue your fingers together in less than a second. "Oh yeah, I'll be careful." What do you think, I've never had super glue before? Okay, so I give him the super glue. He goes back into my stock room to perform his surgery in private, as he tells me. I take attendance. In a couple of moments I hear, "Psst, psst, Mr. Llewellyn, Mr. Llewellyn, I can't get my finger off my face. My finger is stuck to my face." Needless to say, we had a good laugh at that. But call it luck, call it fate, call it divine irony, and Mike got his revenge literally 2 days later. So as many of you know, I like to ride my bike to the high school, my bicycle. And literally the day after Mike glues his I'm sorry, I can't even say it without laughing, glues his finger to his face, I'm riding out the doors between the art rooms, down that sidewalk by the E-Wing, and down the stairs. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, like I'm the next big BMX racer or something. So that day, I go down the stairs, and my front tire hits a stone. And you don't have to have had me for physics to know Newton's famous first law. Objects in motion stay in motion, right? So my bike stops, and I go face forward over the handlebars and face plant on the bus lot. First thought wasn't, did I break anything? Is my face okay? Is my bike okay? It was, dang it, I gotta see Mike in class tomorrow. And sure enough, Mike's first words were, "Hey, Mr. Llewellyn, what happened to your face? Came from a poor family, loved to read, but he was a little bit socially inept. But as you got to know him, there was a lot to him. He took physics, like a lot of you, his junior year. And so as I got to know him better, I found out that he really had no idea what he wanted to do with his life. In second grade, he had gotten his first video game system. And he wanted to be a star on Broadway. In sixth grade, he was an elementary camp counselor, and he wanted to work with kids for the rest of his life. In seventh grade, he wanted to make calendars, and the pictures were of fractal geometry. Yeah, I don't know where that one came from either, but as a teacher, you perfect the smile and nod. Oh, that sounds really fun. And then, in his junior year, at the end of physics, he said, "Now I know why I always love to take things apart and figure out how things work. I'm going to be an engineer." But I still wasn't convinced that he had found what he was passionate about. Now, remember, the whole idea here is the students represent key aspects. Taught me that it's okay to laugh at myself. Because when in life you hit roadblocks and trials, you have to find the humor in anything that you can. His own business, and he is just as rambunctious and full of personality as ever. And Jeremy, that scrawny little boy, grew up to be the rippling mass of muscle that you see. Okay, different story, alternate dimension. Jeremy, who didn't have a passion in life, went on a whim, his sophomore year of college, took his first education class. And he found something that combined his interest in computers, his love for the theater, his joy of working with people, and his excitement of physics. And he meshed it all into a lifelong passion of education. He went on to become the 2018 Indiana Teacher of the Year. When you find out what you are passionate about, success will follow. It might not happen right away. It might not even happen the way that you're expecting it, but it will happen. Because when you pursue that passion, you are on the journey that is success. Class of 2018. Class of 2018, we are a lot alike. Getting Teacher of the Year isn't the pinnacle of my career. I haven't arrived. I'm not done yet. And you tonight, receiving your diploma and graduating, is not the pinnacle of your career either. We have each achieved a milestone with so much more to accomplish in our journey. And when I look out at you, I see potential. I see our engineers, our teachers, our business owners, our military personnel, our musicians, our mechanics, our medical professionals, and a whole host of other professions that haven't even been created yet. Class of 2018, you are going to do great things in your journey of success. Work hard, have fun, and find what you're passionate about. Step into your courage. Congratulations, and thank you.
Dr. Einman, the senior students seated before you have successfully completed the requirements as defined by the state of Indiana and the Crown Point Community School Corporation. It is my honor to present the class of 2018 for your acceptance as graduates of Crown Point High School on this 5th day of June, year 2018.
How does one follow Mr. Jeremy Fluellen? Well, you have to be a superintendent with a sense of humor. Let's give Mr. Fluellen, representing 450 great teachers, a standing ovation. Thank you. Good evening, dearest family members, friends, and faculty. As 5,000 adoring fans, you fill the seats of this grand stadium to cheer and applaud the kindergarten through senior year performances of these accomplished and distinguished candidates for graduation. After all, you have been wringing your hands with worry for 9,986,400 minutes over the past 6,935 days. You have earned every right to reminisce, brag, and celebrate your personal success, helping each graduate become college, career, and citizenship ready. Enjoy this rich tradition of commencement and these last few minutes of your graduates' high school years, culminating with the profound symbolism of him or her walking across this stage to accept a passport diploma for a promising future. As these fine young men and women before me leave childhood behind, they will forever hold near and dear your labor of love and enduring encouragement. I thank you for being the very best fans our students could ever want. Good evening, celebrated graduates, class of 2018. You did it. You really did it. You worked very hard to earn our prestigious and nationally recognized Crown Point High School diploma. This is your day, and all of this pomp and circumstance is for you. Proudly enjoy your grand scholarly attainment this evening of splendid celebration. I know full well today is the day you thought would never come, especially during these past months of tests, and far too many more tests. However, this is the day you look forward to, for your individuality will finally be set free. As you followed one another, row after row, adorning red gowns, red caps, cords, stoles, tassels, you show the world you are indeed life ready, free at last. Really, though, today is more about recalling the memories of the past 13 years of schooling. Imagine the horror of waking up this morning with amnesia and forgetting your friends you've made, the lessons you've learned, and the teachers you've admired, remembering nothing but the tests and the red gowns. You would only be a student test number. Our treasured memories tell a much different story, affirming each one of you as a compassionate, socially just, and intellectually confident young adult. You see, you are who you are as refined ladies and gentlemen, able to make good choices that will have life-altering benefits because of your unique experiences through elementary, middle, and high school. Your journey begins today making decisions as an adult of the unique individual you will become in your future of community, career, and family. Whether or not you are going on to your 4th level of education or directly to career technical training, you will execute your 4-year plan of advanced education to mold the adult life you cannot wait to live for the next 60 years. Whatever you do or whomever you become, the groundwork has been provided in your loving homes and most recently within the halls of Crown Point High School. It is clear to all of us, your adoring fans in this stadium, that you are well educated, highly motivated, and conscientious, caring people determined to make successes of your lives. Success means many different things to different people. Some of you may aspire to become millionaires and retire on your 30th birthday to your own island into the sun. Yet I'm confident because you are humanitarians, you will want to help others who are less fortunate than you. Help them with your words, your deeds, and your dollars. Indeed, I have evidence of your charitable hearts. No, I'm not referring to your high achievement scores. Your class certainly has gone above and beyond, earning the high school numerous awards. For example, nationally, Crown Point High School is named America's Best High School in U.S. News and World Report. And Washington Post's America's Most Challenging High School, like in Mr. Llewellyn's class, and published in Newsweek as a top public high school proven to be most effective in turning out college-ready graduates prepared for the rigor of college-level work. In Indiana, Crown Point High School is known as an exemplary high school, a grade A, an Indiana 4-star school, which is a high A, All-State Music Award for band, choir, and orchestra, additional state honors in Latin, academic decathlon, Inklings, caliber, and broadcast arts, and so on. Locally, multiple IHSA awards, and a perfect score for sportsmanship. Within our own school, over 60% of athletes earn commendable academic honors or scholar athletes. You are among champions as one of the most successful Crown Point High School graduates, shattering records, and this class has a 97% graduation rate. We have granted over 68,000 college credits during the high school years. Your class alone has earned 12,000 college credits, saving your parents nearly $3 million in college tuition. They like that. For outstanding performance on advanced placement and dual credit exams. Your parents are very thankful for those numbers. Honestly, if I had to define success, though, I would say it's being happy with who you are and what you have as a human being. I agree with the research of renowned psychiatrists as far back as 1948 on a Time magazine cover by Dr. William Menninger, who says you are successful really because of your distinctive character of essential human qualities. And we have seen this. You have sincerity. You believe in what you say and do for others. You have a dedication to a purpose-driven life. You have personal integrity. You live by your own set of morals and beliefs and respect those of others. Humility. This may seem to be in contradiction when it comes to success as we boast and party this day of graduation. However, you always remember that no matter the height of your stack of successes, you are humble and appreciate all those who have helped you along the way. And by saying thank you to friends and generously hugging your family often, the human quality of courtesy will be quite evident. Wisdom, you embrace the reality that you do not know it all, never will know it all. Therefore, other people have something to teach you. My favorite human quality in you is charity. I'm honored to have witnessed your charitable hearts throughout your schooling. My favorite example is your friendship with our students with special needs. Charity is, of course, another word for love. All the riches in the world are of no use to us if we do not love and care for others. The happiest people seem to be those who do good for others. It does not have to mean raising money for a worthy international cause. Charity is an everyday occurrence, and there are needs all around for your help. I have heard many stories about your charitable hearts as when you listened to someone who was hurting, looked out for someone who was mistreated, befriended someone who was lonely, reported wrongs to school administrators, and raised money to support the needs in your very own community, such as St. Jude House. Indeed, you have spent your days well, lightening the burdens of many, giving over 50,000 hours of community service, and donating at least $10,000 to Crown Point, Winfield, and Cedar Lake. Life is all about giving of yourselves, planting hope in another's seemingly hopeless heart. For all of your qualities, speaking for the 450 teachers whose jobs are now complete, we are very proud of you. And yes, we love you very much, as do all these people here in person or in thought, filling your personal balcony, supporting and applauding your performances, successes yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Sure, there's a feedback up here, and you could hear different words, by the way. Sure, there will be, you have to have that sense of humor. Sure, there will be hecklers along the way in your life's journey. The applause and love of family and friends will drown out that noise. Never, ever let the hecklers keep you from proudly performing on the stage of life, living and loving your faith and giving of your charitable hearts so other burdens are lifted. Restore hope for a future in a better world you help create. Take a last moment to look around tonight. and see all the people who mean so much to you. Sear in your mind this memory today. You did it, showing classy elegance. Listen to the embrace of their applause. Stream it on your iPhone. Yes, today is the day you thought would never come. Indeed, it is here and will come to an end with a valuable diploma in hand. However, may this chanted memory last and forever. Now, it is my honor to read the official proclamation of graduation. Seniors, class of 2018, please stand for the reading of your official proclamation of graduation. Proclamation of Acceptance, Class of 2018. Whereas Tuesday, the 5th day of June, 2018, at 6 o'clock marks with full academic ceremonial regalia the graduation of Crown Point High School seniors. And whereas 650 seniors are presented to the Crown Point Community School Corporation Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Teresa A. Eyman, as qualified for graduation by Principal Mr. Chip Pettit. And whereas the Board of School Trustees attests these qualifications by meeting the state of Indiana graduation requirements in laws and rules, meeting the Crown Point School Corporation even higher graduation requirements, and acquiring the 6 C's of a high school graduate, including college, you value, pursue, and obtain post-secondary education and training, career, you experience, develop, and practice professional ethics, attitudes, and skills. C, for citizenship, you advocate, initiate, and engage in self and community improvement. Creativity, you imagine, construct, and communicate ideas, emotions, and solutions. Culture, you identify, appreciate, and respect the perspectives and expressions of diverse people, places, and times. And finally, 6 is courage. You demonstrate character and leadership through words, decisions, and actions. The 6 C's of a Crown Point High School graduate. You. Let's give them a round of applause. As you stay standing, whereas Crown Point High School is accredited by the Indiana Department of Education at the highest level of designation exemplary, and Crown Point High School is accredited worldwide by Advanced Ed Commission overseeing 34,000 schools, 20 million students in America, and 70 other nations at the highest international level of quality school systems. Now, therefore, I, Dr. Teresa A. Eyman, Superintendent of Schools, do accept with high distinction of academic achievement, morals, and integrity of character, the class of 2018. Be it further resolved, members of the Board of School Trustees, Principal Pettit, acclaimed faculty, parents, family, friends, and qualified seniors, it is with privilege and admiration by the powers entrusted to me, I do declare you, the young men and women of Crown Point High School class of 2018 before me, officially graduated. As my final formal act this evening, in witness whereof, I hereunto direct Principal Pettit to stand and approach the podium. Mr. Pettit, Honorable Principal of Crown Point High School, it is so ordered now to let the presentation of the diplomas begin.
Thank you, Dr. Einman. Students, this is the moment you've been waiting for. Congratulations on a job well done, and good luck in the future as bigger and better awaits you. At this time, our first group of graduates that are to receive their diplomas may come to the stage. I would like to remind parents, visitors, and distinguished guests to refrain from applause so everyone can clearly hear their graduate's name. At this time, we would like to individually recognize the class of 2018. I'm going to pull this.
Hanin Abdullah.
Jenna Michelle Aguilar.
Anthony Michael Alquist.
Moaz Alfran.
Melanie Elizabeth Albers.
Ella Samuel Almodovar Jr.
Hamra Ali.
Alyssa Faith Hammonds.
Anthony Joseph Oliva.
Connor Richard Anderson.
Danielle Mercedes Altpeter.
Evan Allen Angerman.
Amy Rose Anderson.
Ariel Amber Arcio.
Timothy Patrick Angel.
Taylor Lynn Armstrong.
Omar Angulo.
Emma Ashta Baker.
Jasmine Ariano.
Gabrielle Eleanor Banter.
Stephanie Bailey.
Ethan Kent Barley.
Megan Christine Baker.
Journey Child Boblets.
Braden Matthew Barker.
John Anthony Bautista.
Emma Basic.
Yanel Drew Beberino.
Kari Ann Bowner.
Christian Ray Beebe.
Riley Ann Beeson.
Draven Alexander Bamer.
Blake Daniel Becker.
Trinity Marie Benedict.
Taylor Leanne Bean.
John Glenn Bettis.
Peyton Belcher.
Anna Elizabeth Beeson.
Jacob Otto Bennett.
Elena Nicole Burr.
Colin Robert Biella.
Michael Joseph Blatchett.
John Force Biggert.
Kyle Thomas Bogota.
Aubrey Nicole Birmingham.
Nora Lynn Bamba.
Emily Lauren Bagordis.
Hannah Noel Bond.
Ryan Christopher Bolda.
Jace Borkowski Caldwell.
Michaela Lauren Bonaventura.
Brian Boykin.
Cameron Jacob Borders.
Samuel Roy Bramwell.
Taylor Alexis Borowy.
Annalise Marie Brigham.
Joshua Anthony Brawl.
Vanessa Lynn Bro.
Jack Thomas Braxton.
Brianna Alexandria Brown.
Joseph Michael Allen Briggs.
Megan Gabrielle Brownlee.
Mason Timothy Bright.
Justin Aaron Brunt.
Elena Brown.
Lauren Elizabeth Bunchek.
Kayla Bruce.
Shannon Fabian Burks.
Christopher Bruschowski.
Lydia Morgan Bird.
Zachary David Burke.
Mikhaili Nicole Kane.
Matthew Michael Burrell.
Matthew John Campbell.
Vincenzo Michael Cacalve.
Florentina Cardona.
Emily Rose Campbell.
Haley Marshall Carlson.
Hallie Elaine Canfield.
Noah Michael Carson.
Emily Jean Carlin.
Kristen Isabel Casbone.
Zachary Jacob Carpenter.
Jack Kassler.
Hannah Lynn Carter.
Jessica Castillo.
Anahi Cacique.
Christian Serta.
Katrina Rose Castellan.
Christopher Andres Chavez.
Ian Stewart Kavanaugh.
Joseph Shimoleski.
Matthew Joseph Chavez.
Darren Cicero.
Jason Michael Church.
Noah Robert Clark.
Melanie Susan Clark.
Grace Ann Cleland.
George Xavier Cobb.
Rhett Phillip Cobb.
Taylor Elise Cole.
Jason Prince Collins.
Kylie Christine Conley.
Adriana Adele Concepcion.
Lauren Amy Costello.
Samantha Grace Cooper.
Ariel Amaris Cruz.
Anthony Thomas Cortez.
Joseph Tyler Cruz.
Blake Counts.
Megan Nicole Zarnicki.
Paul Corbin Crook.
Emily Christine Dar.
Elizabeth Ray Cruz.
Melissa Lynn DeGroot.
Kylie Anna Swetna.
Brian Alexander DeYoung.
Parker Charles Darnstead.
Danielle Taylor Dixon.
Nathan John Davids.
Courtney Rose Dauphin.
Blake Davis.
Keegan Marcel Doolin.
Jacob Clark DeFries.
Michaela Downey.
Andrew Martin Demo.
Darnell Drake Jr.
Nicholas Edward Devaney.
Megan Jill Trent.
Kyra Marie Dixon.
Logan Anthony Duval.
Violet Lynn Marie Dauphin.
Madeline Rose Edwards.
Quinton Joseph Dombrowski.
Amanda Marie Elkins.
Luke Robert Downing.
Emily Espino.
Alex Drakulich.
Briannon Grace Evans.
Riley Garrett Dunn.
Ryan Farley.
Hannah Grace Dykstra.
Jennifer Nicole Fenstermaker.
Nicholas Elder.
Paris Riley Ferry.
Alexandra Marie Ikiwa.
Jacob Figueroa.
Savannah Gloria Everson.
Daniela Fletes.
Trevor Keegan Fahey.
Tanner Joseph Francisco.
Maram Ferris.
Benton Douglas Friedrich.
Cameron Mitchell Faisal.
Xander Dominic Fry.
Scott Nicholas Ferkel.
Joseph Marie Gabriel.
Omar
Stephanie Marie Gabriel.
Omar Ferrer.
David Elliott Gaines Jr.
Michael Isaac Foster.
Chloe Flynn Garces.
Sebastian Freeman.
Adriana Jean Garcia.
Christian Scott Fry.
Patience Garman.
Brittany Nicole Fuller.
Joella Gearhart.
Audrey Lauren Gacy.
Tara G.
Trevor Alexander Galambus.
Kane Alexander Georgiatas.
Adriana Garcia.
Kyle Allen Gilmack.
Leo Omar Garcia.
Terry Goldan.
Alyssa Sky Gatz.
Skylar Ann Gomez.
Kirsten Nicole G.
Ashley Nicole Gonzalez.
Abby Danielle Galen.
Noah Gonzalez.
Evan James Georges.
Anna Drew Gover.
Noah John Giedemann.
Peyton Justina Grady.
Stephen Georgiaski.
Seth Martin Greco.
Alyssa Christine Gomez.
Ashley Elizabeth Grotke.
William Tyler Gomez.
Anthony Rossi Hage.
Garrett Gonzalez.
Brielle Noel Hacker.
Eric Michael Gorski.
Alex James Hamilton.
Hannah Judith Marie Grady.
John Mackenzie Hanlon.
Michaela Savannah Graves.
Griffin John Hansandor.
Ashley Marie Grimes.
Cornelius Allen Hardwick.
Kayla Isabella Guerrero.
Joseph Robert Hatch.
Nina Ruth Gutierrez.
Chase McGuire Hawkins.
Madison Alexis Haas.
Carrington Lynn Hetty.
Brandon Michael Hall.
Jordan Lane Hendricks.
Ty Douglas Handley.
Ashley Marie Henry.
Molly Ann Hannon.
Haley Ann Herbert.
Irene Pantelis Haramontes.
Yahaira Hernandez.
Grant William Harris.
Zachary Hicks,
Kyle Anthony Hatton,
Kobe Ronald Hill,
Lexi Marie Haynes,
Austin Xavier Hodel,
Eric Michael Hearn,
Lucas Hogan,
Zachary Stephen Henrissy,
Hunter Ryan Holtgren,
Blake Henson,
McKenna Elena Hose,
Alexander Hernandez Jr.,
Cara Ann Hubster,
Priscilla Aris Herrera,
Adam Scott Hume,
Kylie Dean Higgins,
Michaela Joan Eiler,
Tristan Robert Himes,
Khadijah Iqbal,
Sydney Vella Hodges,
Ariana Irene Ivasico,
Zachary J. Holler,
Samantha Marie Jackson,
Nicole Taylor Horton,
Boyan Jaksic,
Faith Rose Hewlin,
Harry Joseph Jan Jr.,
Joel Hutchison,
Jacob Bradley Janinga,
Ilsa Iqbal,
Andrea Deanne John,
Alessandro Vittorio Italiano,
Brittany Ann Johnstone,
Sean Kenneth Ives,
Tyler Brandon Jones,
Amber Ray Jajauka,
Gabriel Joseph,
William Kenneth Jakubelski,
Lauren Anna Justice,
Jacqueline Marie Jadis,
Sydney Jordan Justice,
Abigail Rose John,
Brendan Russell Jury,
Abby Lynn Johnston,
Susie Karamakowski,
Haley Jones,
Christopher Allen Kaufman,
Victoria Marie Louise Jones,
Zachary Roy Kimmerer,
Connor James Jocelyn,
Alexis Page Keller,
Madison Page Justice,
Kaylin Torrance Kelly,
Michaela Ray Jurek,
Blake Albin King,
Aaron Scott Kamstra,
Winston Octavius Kirk,
Dimitri Cardulius,
Savannah Elise Kitchens,
Darren Matthew Kaler,
Phoenix Clefman,
Jacob Martin Cavini,
Kelsey Taylor Knight,
Trevor Allen Keller,
Mark Allen Knox Jr.,
Colt Ronald Kemp,
Destiny Olivia Kogler,
Maria Intasar Khan,
Tyler Kunze,
Jacob Riley Kintz,
Morgan Kennedy Alexandris Kostaitis,
Joseph Stanley Kislowski III,
Christopher Klime Koteski,
Elise Victoria Cladis,
Kyle Anthony Koval,
Cora Knight,
Reese Marie Crawl,
Alexander Ryan Nip,
Monica Prokowski,
Kinashija Knox,
Caroline Pruitt,
Hunter Michael Komar,
Jacob Henry Kukuk,
Terrell DeAndre Kopka.
Christopher Stephen Kanowski.
Yanni Christos Kostouris.
Kayla Celeste Kiles.
Christina Deanne Koulianis.
Bailey Cian Lambert.
Brad Kozlowski.
Ben Land.
Ryan William Krapf.
Haley Brianne Leao.
Michael Paul Kroger Jr.
Brian David Lewis.
Colton John Kukta.
Nicolette Morgan Lewis.
Benjamin Joseph Kulak.
Zachary Christopher Ligu.
Georgia Lynn Kurtz.
Jacob Michael Loosemore.
Noah Brandon Lamore.
John Sebastian Luna.
Stephen Andrew Landers.
Tatiana Lords Ma.
Gina Marie Lewis.
Sergio Giovanni Magana.
Nicole Bianca Liberan.
Eric Mahaffey.
Andrew Carl Lowe.
Noor Ulhuda Malik.
Kaylee Ann Lopez Guerrero.
Hope Nicole Manley.
Grace Beverly Lynch.
Mallory Page Marlett.
Brittany Marie Madrigal.
Haley Elizabeth Martin.
Andrew Joseph Magarani.
Abigail Grace Matheny.
Anna Christine Maximovich.
Jacob William McAllister.
Sydney Nicole Manhattan.
Dustin Dennis McKay.
Dominic John Marchesi.
Skylar Sean McClure.
Timothy Ryan Marlett.
Peyton Jane McDonough.
Angela Mateska.
Mariah Joy McRae.
Alexandra Kate McCall.
Colleen Nicole Merrill.
Morgan Lee McCarran.
Griselle Yvette Mesa.
Shannon Lynn McCloskey.
Blake James Mezzo.
Stephen Joseph McDaniel.
Ryan Dean Micus.
Destiny Danae McKnight.
Andrew Mark Mild.
Christian Ryan McWhorter.
Faith Caitlin Mishka.
Elizabeth Ann Varanga Merrill.
Destiny Renee Morris.
Kenneth Jacob Michaels.
Sydney Marie Mose.
Matthew Aaron Milan.
Daniel Stephen Moy.
Nick Miller.
Ryan Allen Musgrove.
Riste Mindev.
Grant Nicholas Nance.
Caitlin Danielle Mojica.
Joshua Eric Neff.
Lillian Ann Moore.
Connie Ann Nelson.
Camille Grace Morrison.
Noah Alexander Nelson.
Andrew Allen Mostello.
Jasmine Nicole Nahar.
Brett Patrick Murphy.
Cassandra Diane Novak.
Marissa Eileen Myers.
Alyssa Lynn O'Neill.
Matthew Naughton.
Marissa Ann O'Kelly.
Abigail Rose Negri.
Angel Luis Olivieri.
Henry Turner Nelson.
Dara Ortiz Serafio.
Abigail Elaine Neuwirth.
Jessica Danielle Oswald.
Matthew Joseph Nosbush.
Nicholas Adam Pagel.
Joseph Thomas Nuss.
Andrew Joseph Panazzo.
Hannah Marie Oborn.
Christian Michael Paris.
Patrick Olenek.
Robert Paz Gonzalez.
Efren Luis Ornelas.
Natalia Pellis.
Brianna Nicole Osinski.
Alyssa Marie Perry.
Nicholas Allen Packwood.
Matthew Cecil Phillips.
Andreas Calvin Panagia Titus.
Alicia Ray Pinchak.
Alicia Pappenheim.
Abigail Madison Pitts.
Zoya Salim Pasha.
Daniel Patrick Peschel.
Isaiah Anthony Paz.
Nicole Sarah Porter.
Ariana Lourdes Perez.
Carissa Prince.
Whitney Avon Peterman.
James David Pretty.
Nicholas James Phillips.
Jared Pytel.
Casey Allen Pierce.
Brianne Lee Quinn.
Bailey Charmaine Renaud.
Hannah Joy Ragsdale.
Madison Pizer.
Brooke Sharon Rakos.
Brendan Lee Pomplin.
Danielle Ramsey.
Madison May Poya.
Ashley Elizabeth Reed.
Gabrielle Nickel Price.
Lily Elise Reiners.
Michael Daniel Simos.
Julio Alberto Reyes.
Jacob Andrew Kwasny.
Amanda May Rich.
Carlton Rager.
Taylor Catherine Richards.
Luke Alexander Razor.
Casey Riggle.
Kayla Diamante Ramos.
Sydney Rippey.
Noah Anthony Rangel.
Megan Michelle Ritter.
Colleen Raydell Regovic.
Austin Michael Roach.
Zachary Adam Remical.
Elizabeth Danielle Rodriguez.
Alexandra Marie Rice.
Jacob Ryan Rodriguez.
Keith William Rich.
Daniela Veronica Romero.
Alexis Brooke Richwalski.
Nicholas Allen Ryan.
Jacob Ryan Reardon.
Lori Ann Sines.
Alexander Risteski.
Brianna Elise Salas.
Brandon Nadim Riskala.
Caroline Marie Sobieski.
Milton Cornell Roberts Jr.
Maya Patricia Scheidt.
Hugo Carlos Rodriguez.
Brendan Paul Schmid.
Madeline Claudia Roeder.
Brett Allen Shuttle.
Tristan Timothy Runick.
Donald Olin Schultz III.
Jonathan Blake Ribicki.
Ariel Renee Scott.
Melissa Nicole Sapper and Nicole Elizabeth Sapper.
Sarah Elizabeth Seaman.
Jacob Doyle Shalaski.
Elizabeth Ann Sever.
Haley Nicole Scheller.
Brandon Michael Schaefer.
Brittany Nicole Schmieg.
Joseph Robert Shaughnessy.
Kira Bridget Schulka.
Nathan Patrick Sherman.
Zachary Jonathan Schultz.
Michael William Siegel.
Ethan Scott.
Boyan Sitnikowski.
Sabia Seifer.
Bryce Michael Sleggers.
Max Tyler Seville.
Daisy Naomi Smith.
Henry Alden Sharp.
Maxwell Riley Smith.
Austin James Shaver.
Vincent Donald Smith.
Braden Obsidian Shimkus.
Emily Ann Snooks.
Manpreet Singh Maniani.
Carly Alexis Sopchek.
Andriana Skirteska.
Taja Nicole Span.
Cassandra B. Smith.
Abigail May Sparks.
Emily Ann Smith.
Jarrett Connor Spear.
Taylor Nicole Smith.
Lindsay Maria St. Peters.
Taylor Michael Smirkansky.
Philip Stefanowski.
Nicole Ann Spall.
Lincoln Stewart.
Serena May Spangler.
Calvin Ronan Stockton.
Noah Alexander Sparks.
Our Destiny R. Strickland.
London Sprika.
Emma Marie Suris.
Cassidy Ann Stainage.
Kristen Rose Zahler.
Alyssa Angela Stevens.
Alexandra Taneska.
Peyton Riley Steiner.
Alexander James Tavares.
Aubrey Renee Stolte.
Kayla Stephanie Thompson.
Elena Elizabeth Stryzek Harrell.
Warner James Thurman.
Timothy Michael Svitko.
Matthias Tigner.
Jacqueline Youngjing Talbot.
Mario Angelo Traficanti.
Noel Thompson.
James Michael Toriano.
Ante Ivan Tanchik.
Hunter Trent.
Tristan Jack Taylor.
Lauren Olivia Tucker.
Brianna Marie Tigner.
Danielle Arlene Turner.
Jacob J. Sav Tootle. Congratulations.
Haley Jean Uran.
Trikovich or Carl Trikovich.
Octavio Urquiza.
Zachary Triumph.
Megan Nicole Van Drunnen.
Brandon Turley.
Courtney Nicole Van Warden.
Taylor Elise Tyndall.
Eric Robert Velasquez.
Angelique Urena.
Robert Villy Lewis.
Megan Joy Van Proyen.
Jacob Scott Vickery.
Trina Ann Virginia Vargo.
Johnny Vittori.
Haviland Villy Lewis.
Emily Nicole Wachowski.
Kirsten Uela Vertigan.
Hannah Kathleen Wally.
Tyler Bradley Visak Edrin.
Janae Alexia Watkins.
Tyler Jacob Wakaser.
Keyshawn Weaver.
Jessica Wazak.
Sydney Charlene Weisbrot.
Haley Elizabeth Ward.
Joshua Matthew Whitaker.
Alyssa Waters.
Emma Mallory White.
Caden Joe Watson.
Callan Grace Wachowski.
Eric Robert Weeks.
Kylie Corinne Winston.
Lauren Ashley Welter.
Alina Marie Wohas.
Benjamin Christian Wesley.
Jeffrey Michael Wolski.
Aaliyah Teresa White.
Alexis Ann Woodburn.
Remington Craig White.
Jessica Patricia Worthington.
Caitlin Suzanne Williams.
Matthew Michael Wyan.
Isla Ann Wilmore.
Johnny Oscar Weisinger III.
Gracie Renee Wyrick.
Carson Young.
Alexia Janie Wojciechowski.
Alani Michelle Yeager.
Jonathan David Woolwork.
Sydney Louise Young.
Matthew Allen Woolaway.
Carly Ann Zadanowitz.
Emily Wolzinski.
Eric Timothy Zions.
Hannah Elise Wiley. Jacob L. Yang. Peyton Laley Yelich. Chad Young. Jake Alexander Zaleski. Joseph Kuhn. Dalphin Mathis. Adrian Jarris Wolf. Sherry Zhang. Hadassah Gabrielle Zirkel.
At this time, our symphony orchestra and senior choir members, under the direction of Tom Reed and Bill Woods, will honor the class of 2018 with a rendition of REO Speedwagon's Time for Me to Fly.
I've swallowed my pride with you. I've lived and tried with you, and still you make me drive to succeed.
You got me feeling your love today, 'cause you always give it.
Stealing the years away, and we can relive it. I make you laugh.
You make me cry.
I believe it's
Time for me to
fly.
We'd work it out. Said that there was no doubt. Deep down we were really that tough. Now I'm not holding on. You made us so strong. Do you believe that I've had enough? I've had enough of the learning through a power of relation. Enough of the tears I'll try to impact this nation. I make you laugh.
You make me cry.
I believe it's time for me to fly. Time for me to fly. Time for me to I know it hurts to say goodbye, but it's time for me to fly. Don't you know it's
We are now at that moment where, seniors, it is time for you to fly. Class of 2018, please rise. On behalf of the faculty and administration of Crown Point High School, I proudly announce, inasmuch this class of 2018 has met all the requirements of the state of Indiana. It is my privilege to present the graduating class. Seniors, please move your tassels to the left. Congratulations.